Are you tired of feeling like you're constantly just fighting fires instead of actually architecting a legacy? For leaders trying to navigate today's world, the goal isn't just to manage, it's to build something that's designed for a real, lasting advantage. If that sounds like you, then stick around. We're about to dive in. Let's get real. As a modern executive, you're up against one relentless challenge: complexity. It's this overwhelming environment, both inside and outside your company, that causes even the most brilliant strategies to just stall out before they even get going. So let me ask you, does this feel familiar? That nagging sense that all this complexity is breeding a kind of strategic paralysis in your organization. It's that feeling of anxiety, right? Born from 1,000 different variables and that high-stakes fear of making the wrong call. And look, this isn't just about what's happening out in the market. So much of this friction is internal. Get this. The average large organization today is juggling 187 different applications. Just try to imagine the invisible drag that creates on speed, on clarity, and on decision-making. And that internal friction, it has some really devastating consequences. It leads to decision paralysis or, maybe even worse, the plunge in bias. That's that all-too-human habit of rushing into a solution before we've even properly diagnosed the problem. It's a costly, reactive trap to be in. All this internal friction, it feeds a much, much larger issue, what we call the great execution gap. This is that painful place where our bold aspirations meet a harsh, sobering reality, and all that momentum just dies on the vine. And if you want proof, just look at this statistic. A staggering 65% of senior executives admit they are not fully confident in their own innovation decisions. I mean, that's a profound crisis of certainty at the very top, exactly where clarity is needed the most. So, what's the root cause? Well, the data points to a massive failure of alignment. 4 out of 5 executives, 4 out of 5, concede their organization's strategy isn't even well understood by their own people. Now think about that. If your team doesn't get the plan, how can they possibly execute it? And this lack of clarity is what traps organizations in what's known as a red ocean strategy. Picture it like a small pond that's crowded with fishermen, and they're all fighting over the same few fish. It's a brutal, zero-sum game of competing for a shrinking customer pool that just ends in a race to the bottom on price and profit. But fighting in that bloody red ocean is exhausting. And here's the thing, it is not the only way. There is a different approach, a blueprint, really, to transform your leadership, to move from complexity to control, and turn all that aspiration into actual reality. And this is what that blueprint offers. It's described not as just some course, but as an odyssey into the heart of business craftsmanship. This is the place where your leadership intuition is finally fused with the hard science of effective strategy. The path to mastery is a clear, logical 3-day journey. Each day is meticulously designed to build on the one before it, systematically taking you from a manager who's just reacting to the present to an architect who is actively designing the future. Day 1 is all about the foundation, giving you that absolute financial clarity and control you need to make bold moves with confidence. Day 2 is all about design, where you learn to literally engineer uncontested market space. And Day 3, that's focused on mastery, making sure your entire organization is aligned to execute that new design flawlessly. And you'll do this by mastering the essential tools of strategy. We're talking frameworks like SWOT and PESTLE for rigorous analysis, the business model canvas to design new value, fishbone diagrams to find the true root causes, and the McKinsey 7S model to make sure every part of your organization is pulling in the same direction. These are the instruments of the architect. This whole journey brings you to a fundamental turning point. It's the decision to stop reacting to your market and instead to become the one who actively leads and defines it. Because the ultimate prize here is truly transformative. It's the ability to create uncontested market space, a strategic shift so powerful that your competition simply becomes irrelevant to your growth. And this slide right here, it lays out the 2 futures sitting in front of you. You've got the red ocean reality of constant price pressure and fighting over the same demand. Or the blue ocean opportunity, where you create new demand, leave your rivals behind, and unlock a whole new era of profitable growth. Choosing not to make this commitment isn't some neutral decision. It's actively forfeiting the chance to set the new rules of your market.
And it's basically an open invitation for your rivals to do it for you. The opportunity to architect your uncontested advantage is here. And to ensure a deep, immersive experience for every leader who attends, the seats for the next cohort are, you guessed it, strictly limited.
So, the final question is this. Are you ready to become the architect of your company's future? Or are you going to be content to let the competition design it for you?